Okay. What's up?
I got it. I'm going to watch it on that end. It could be a little bit more fun.
Welcome everybody to the second game for the night of the boys hockey tournament. This is the quarterfinals game where the Vortex will take on the Essex Red Raiders. The Essex Raiders have 2 teams, so this is their first team that they'll be playing today. Team 2 just finished a game up against the Cardinal Carter Cougars, winning 3-1. And the Vortex are set to have an exciting matchup against the Red Raiders tonight. This is quarters right now.
This is quarters?
Yeah. So they eliminated lives this morning. Yeah. It is like light contact, but it's not hitting. Yeah. Face off down in center ice, taken by Kochuk, 1 back to Glover. Glover tries to give it over to Lisi. Giveaway right away, but he fades it, gets the poke. Lisi will pick that up back on the left side, taking it behind Ellsworth. Loses the puck in the process, but he'll pick it right back up, put it up the boards for Deemer, but it gets pinched by a body up along the wall. Lisi will pick it back up, take it behind Ellsworth's net. Try to get it to the middle of the ice for Deemer. It's picked up by Kochuk, and Kochuk's got a little bit of wheels flying up along the wall. Hit out of the zone by an Essex Red Raiders player. So yeah, Red Raiders will take it up the center of the ice. Good defense coming from both Lisi and Kochuk, taking it outside. Shot on net, doesn't go. Rebound opportunity, whiffed on it a little bit, doesn't go anywhere. Puck down in the corner, it's picked up by Colton Deemer. Deemer gives it up to Kochuk, who's skating down with Lev. Kochuk takes it up the middle of the ice, taking it out wide. Shot towards the net, goes wide. Lev first to that puck, trying to get it up along the wall, but it gets taken out on the left side. Pass attempt over to the D-man, doesn't go anywhere. Kochuk almost gets a good pick on it. Kavanaugh racing to the board, trying to get a pick on it. Loses that puck, and Essex will take it into the Vortex territory. Bierney playing defense, coming out around behind the net. Trying to put it out front, but it's hits off behind the net. Gavin Deemer picks that puck up, tries to get it out. Picked up by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets it up to Belarjon. Belarjon skating up the wall, coming in with Kavanaugh. Belarjon throw it towards the net. Tip in, goes left, goes straight into the corner. Kavanaugh goes down. And ducks as the puck comes flying towards the net. No clue what had happened there. But we get a stoppage of play and a face-off over to the right side of the Essex net. A good opportunity from Belarjon, throwing it out front for Kavanaugh, but Kavanaugh gets pushed into the goaltender. Face-off won by the Vortex, given over to Mariani. Mariani walks it in, shot towards the net, block and save. Rebound opportunity was there. Mariani shoots again off the stick of the Raiders, and they've got a chance to come back the other way. Kept in by Mariani, nothing called. And it stays in the Essex territory. Hit off the body of Gavin Deemer, but the Raiders get it back in their bounce territory. And they'll take it up the wall, throw it towards the net, doesn't go anywhere near it. Up along the wall, Essex takes back possession, throws it in the air for Deemer, who catches it, taking it in himself with Gaduri, tries to make a move, but he loses it. A nice move made there on Belarjon, and Essex has got the puck coming down the other way. Good defense made by Gaduri. He ends up forcing the turnover. Gets the puck up along the wall, but it'll come back into Essex territory, and the Vortex will get a change. Up the boards, catches that pass, they'll dump it into Vortex territory. Going down forward is Power. Power gives it to the other side for Brooks. Brooks trying to tip that out in front for Zagamba. Shot on net, saved by Ellsworth. Thank you, I appreciate that. A good stop by Ellsworth brings us to a stoppage of play and a face-off to the left side of his net, with Gaduri taking the face-off. It's tied up, taken by the Red Raiders. Shot towards the net is blocked by Zagamba. Tied in between a couple of feet. Given up top to the hash marks, back up to the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Gets hit off the stick of Power. Redirected over towards the corner. Picked up by Gaduri. Passes it behind the boards to the wall. Brooks fighting for it along the wall with Zagamba. They get it out in the Vortex favor. Gaduri picks it up. Cross-ice pass over to Lawler. Lawler's got a break. Coming in. Takes a shot. Scores! Liam Lawler opens the scoring early in the first. And the Vortex take a 1-0 lead. Thank you. I appreciate that. What a way to start this game. Early in the quarterfinals, Liam Lawler gets a great pass from Gaduri cross ice, takes it up himself with loads of space, picks that top left corner, and the Vortex got that 1-0 lead. That Kochuk line heads back onto the ice with Lev and Deemer. Face off won by Kochuk, given up to Glover, who passes it over to Lisi. Lisi back to Glover. Glover loses the puck. Taken back by the Raiders behind Ellsworth's net, circling around with it. They take it up to the blue line. Loses it in his feet, and Deemer will take that puck back, firing it off the back of the boards. Trying to get that clear. Picked off by Lev. Lev trying to get it up ice to Kochuk, but it's taken back by Essex. A couple of sticks flying, but the Vortex take it back. Deemer gets it behind the back over towards Kochuk. Kochuk gets his stick on it, takes a trip. Puts it up the middle of the boards. Lisi has an opportunity for a shot. Skates in. Shot scores! Alexander Lisi continues to shine, as that is his 7th goal of the tournament. And the Vortex take a 2-goal lead. You give Lisi that much space and it's game over. He gets open quickly, and when you give him the chance to shoot, not likely to stop it. Face-off won by the Vortex, taken by Lisi. Lisi makes a nice move, gets it over to Deemer. Deemer loses the puck in his skates, but he gets the puck into the Raiders zone. Kochuk flying in hard, but the Red Raiders get that clear. Lisi will pick it up, take it into Vortex territory, circle around with it, making a couple of nice moves, makes another nice move, and he's got some room to skate, taking it up the right side, cutting up the middle, trying to get some open ice. Stopped by the goaltender, jumps on top of it for the whistle. A couple of great moves there from Lisi, but a good stop by the Raiders, gets a whistle, puts the face-off to the right side of the goaltender. Face-off will be taken by Deemer. Kochuk sitting up in the right wing. Face-off is won by the Raiders. Hit behind the net, up towards the boards. Kochuk racing over to get there. A good pick by the Red Raiders. They get a break. Deemer racing down with number 8. And they do get it back. Glover gets it behind the net over towards Lisi. Lisi gets it down the ice towards Deemer. Deemer picks off that pass, taking it in himself. Kochuk and Lev way offside. No choice but to dump it in. Puck down in Essex territory. They get it cross-ice pass up along the left wall. They taking it out wide. Glover playing some good defense, staying with them the whole way. They drop it back. No good, drop down low. Glover coming in, stops that immediately, forces the turnover. But taking it back by the Raiders. Giving up to the blue line. Shot towards the net. Blocked by Kochuk. Kochuk coming down the ice with Kavanaugh. Taking it wide. Shot blocked. Rebound fed into the corner. Dropping it down low, making a couple of nice moves. Kochuk loses the puck, and the Red Raiders get a clear. They send it down the ice, and that will get called for icing. So we'll head back down to the Raiders zone after they had no choice but to fire it down the other way. That Belarjon, Deemer, and Kavanaugh line onto the ice. Deemer taking the face off, one. Bierney fire a shot towards net, way up into the glass. Belarjon up along the board, trying to pick up that puck. It's taken by Deemer. Belarjon throws it down low for Deemer. Deemer doesn't get there in time, but Kavanaugh gets there to save it. Taken back by the Raiders. Bierney picks it up. He'll take it out of the zone and just fire it back in. Hit out of the air by an Essex player, given back to defense partner, given up to the right wall. Back up to center ice, hits off the skate. Belarjon will pick it up, giving it over to Deemer, but Deemer doesn't get a stick on it. The Red Raiders will take it back into Vortex zone. Taken back by Belarjon. Belarjon makes a nice move. Kavanaugh picks it up, coming in on a 3-on-2, taking it out to the center of the ice. Still with the puck, shot scores! Gavin Deemer makes this a 3-goal game on a beautiful feed from Kavanaugh. And the Vortex have a comfortable 3-0 lead early in this first. Great chemistry from that line. Kavanaugh and Deemer were something special, working throughout the entire season, and they continue to show why they work the best together in this junior tournament. Face-off won by the Raiders, thrown into the Vortex zone, taken by Glover. Glover gives it over to, can't see a number. Up the boards to Kochuk. Kochuk picks it up, racing down the boards towards the puck. Lev will be the first to it. Pinned up against the wall. Kochuk coming in to help. Deemer sitting up as backup. And the Red Raiders get it out in their favor. Fish down into the corner. Kochuk gets some good pressure, forces a turnover, but it's taken right back by the Red Raiders. Circling over behind their own net, they give it up the wall, almost caught by the body of Lisi, and the Red Raiders try to throw it up front, just a little far out and wide. Glover gets it back, taking it behind Ellsworth's net, giving it up top for Kochuk. Kochuk gets poked, loses the puck, but the Vortex still have it. Giving it down to Lisi. Lisi will look to get something going with it, and he'll take it himself at the right wall. Lisi skating in fast, and he's got a lane, coming in, shot off the crossbar. He catches it off the crossbar, takes it in, remains possession of the puck, gives it up top for Deemer. Deemer's shot blocked, still in his feet. Deemer loses the puck. Sorry, that was a little funny to me. Taking it in, the Red Raiders drop pass, back up to the blue line, opportunity, shot just misses that top left corner. Lisi playing some good defense. Puck doesn't come out of the zone, but the Vortex take back possession of it. They'll put it up top for Lev. Lev coming in with Kochuk. Kochuk will get a change. Lev tries to make a move, but Essex there to break it up. Taking it up along the wall. Waiting for some players to come in and join. They drop pass, but it's broken up by Gaduri. Thrown into the corner for nobody. Somebody to grab. Essex takes it back. Makes a nice move against Will Brooks, but a good poke by Brooks. Breaks that up. Power picks it up, gives it up to Brooks along the wall. Brooks tries to get that clear, he does. Essex will take it back. She'll go with it, give it up the wall. Picked up by Power. Power gets it over to Zagamba. Zagamba over to Brooks. Brooks makes a couple nice moves, but it's given back to Zagamba, and they circle with it down in the Vortex zone. Zagamba over to Power. Power gives it up the boards for Lawler. Lawler gets it over to Gaduri. Gaduri fires into the corner. And a good bounce off the boards, goes towards the goalie, and they jump on top of it for a whistle. Lawler starting off the game hot with a goal. And the two other goals coming from Lisi and Deemer. Face off to the right side of the net, won by the Vortex, giving up to Bierney. Bierney gives it down low for Brooks, but it's fed into the corner. Gaduri picks it up, drops it down low for Lawler. Lawler taking his time, he'll give it up to center ice for Bierney. Bierney shot towards the net, blocker save, rebound, scores! Andrew Gaduri finds the back of the net, and they just keep on adding to their lead. The Red Raiders take, or not the Red Raiders, sorry. The Vortex take a 4-0 lead on a great rebound from Andrew Gaduri on a shot from Bierney. And a timeout is called for the Essex Red Raiders. We'll take a moment to speak on how the game has gone so far. 6:21 remaining in this first period, and the Vortex have done nothing but shine. Starting off the game early, they've been dominating in the Essex zone, allowing minimal to no shots towards Ellsworth, who's faced about 4 or 5. And they keep battering this Essex goaltender. Starting off the game early at the 11-minute mark, Liam Lawler strikes first, finds a beautiful top corner, gets the 1-0 lead. Lisi comes down not even a couple minutes later, finds that right corner. Second goal of the game. Then comes in Deemer. Third goal in Gaduri with that rebound not even a couple minutes ago, or not even a couple seconds ago. Beautiful game so far from this Vortex, and they can keep it up as they have that comfortable lead. That comfortable 4-0 lead. Deemer, Kavanaugh, Belarge line will start after this timeout at center ice. Deemer taking the face off, it's won by the Vortex. Mariani picks it up, gives it to center ice for Deemer. Deemer will take it out wide, trying to make a nice move. Gets pushed away by a Red Raiders player. A little bit of pushing and shoving going down below. Bodies getting thrown into the boards. Kavanaugh gets pushed and shoved. A lot of bodies flying. Shot from Belarge, pad save. Rebound is there, but it's given up to the blue line. Glover will pick it up, throw it down to the corner. That'll be Deemer who'll pick it up behind the net. Makes a nice move, lose the puck. Kavanaugh picks it up, throw it behind him. Doesn't get anywhere. The Red Raiders pick it up. A little bit of a scuffle going on behind the net, but nothing happens. The Red Raiders make a drop pass, taking it up a left wall, circling with it, taking it down below, losing the puck in their feet, and it's picked up Kochuk. Good pinch along the wall, stops that puck from coming out, given down low, looking for something to happen, they'll give it up to the blue line. Shot from the blue line, tipped away up into the stands for a stoppage of play. What an opportunity that the Vortex just had down there in the Essex zone. But they come back the other way, almost get a couple chances of their own, but bring it to a stoppage of play. Deemer trying to pick that puck off the face-off shot from the blue line, goes nowhere. Power will pick it up, give it around the other side for Zagamba. Zagamba finds it around the wall, gives it for Lev, hits off a couple bodies. It's called ice, but it will hit the net, so no icing called. Losing the puck, trying to skate with it. Hits off the stick of Deemer. Kept in by Kochuk. Kochuk makes a nice move, coming out front. Shot towards the net, hits off a couple bodies, goes nowhere. Deemer racing over towards the boards, trying to break up an opportunity. Deemer keeps that puck in, Level pick it up, taking it out wide. Shot, Deemer almost has a pass in. Looked like a shot at first, but it was a pass from Lev over towards Deemer, but Deemer doesn't get a stick on it. So Gamba will pick it up in the Vortex zone, make a nice move, get it up the boards for Deemer. But it's taken by Kochuk. Everybody loses it. The Red Raiders have a 2-on-1. Shot off the pad of Power. Good defensive play there. Power gets a stick on it, gets it up for Deemer. Deemer drops it back down for nobody. Still down in the corner, fighting for it up along the wall. Kochuk will come out with it. Kochuk's got a lot of room to skate with it, taking it himself, cutting it up the middle, gets a poke on it, and the Raiders force a turnover. Kochuk racing back over to get that puck back, giving a little pushing and shoving up along the wall. And Kochuk will come off for a change. Skating up the left wall. The Raiders take it in, Glover loses him, coming out front, shot, saved by Ellsworth. Deemer picks up that puck, gives it cross ice for Lev. Lev losing it in the process, makes a nice move, but the Raiders get that puck back on a way too far out in front. Puck is thrown into the corner, given up the wall, almost dropped in by Kavanaugh, but it's kept in by Glover. Glover drops it down low for Deemer. Thrown over to the other side, Kavanaugh trying to keep that puck in, but the Raiders end up getting the clear. Lisi having to get back. Good defensive play by Lisi, keeps it in, but a shot off the post doesn't go in. An opportunity there for a rebound, but it's broken up, and Lisi's got a lane to skate. Lisi coming down with Deemer and Kavanaugh. Nice toe drag, shot, scores! Alexander Lisi just continues to make everybody go, wow. And he does it with such little effort. Mr. Nonchalant himself, his 8th goal of the tournament, and the Vortex have their 5-0 lead. Sitting in a comfortable spot. They don't need to score anymore. They just got to make sure those shots don't come towards the net. But man, oh man, what a game this has been. Faceoff is won by the Raiders, taken back in their own zone near the blue line, giving up the right wall, trying to put it up the center ice, knocked down by Lawler. What a play there. Lawler's been having a hell of a game himself. D-to-D pass over in the Essex territory, stopped by Gaduri again. Gaduri over to Lawler. Brooks shot towards the net, a knuckle puck is saved by Essex. A sequence there made me mess up my names. But Lawler gets a good pass up out in front after blocking it from going out. Gives it over to Gaduri. Gaduri gets a piece of it, gives it over to Brooks. And Brooks with the one-timer goes nowhere. Lawler shot off the draw, blocker save. Almost kept in by Lawler, but the puck does come out. Thrown into the Essex bench. And throw on my do not disturb. There we go. Okay. Face-off just outside the Essex zone is tied up, but it'll be taken by the Essex Red Raiders up the left wall. Dumped in along the boards and runs around behind the net. Give it up to Brooks along the wall. The Red Raiders will take it back, circling with it, trying to get it up to blue line, hits off the stick of Birney and rolls down to the Essex zone. Goalie comes out to play it. Skating around with it, Lawler gets a stick on the goalie. Kochuk gets a good pick on it, but it's thrown back up top. Nice move made there. The Red Raiders will take it back into the Vortex zone. Mariani loses his defender, gets tripped up in the process, but Mariani will get called for it. And the Vortex will head on to the 2-minute penalty kill. So Mariani heads to the box on a 2-minute tripping penalty. And the Vortex will be short for the last minute of this first period. Kochuk taking that face off is tied up at 1 by the Raiders. Attempted clear by Glover is successful, but it doesn't go too far. DDD pass up at the red line, given up to the blue line, will take it in the left wall. Good pinch up along the boards by Kavanaugh, and Glover gets that clear. Played by the goalie, taken down below the net. Kochuk giving some good pressure on a great forecheck. Giving cross ice up near the red line. They'll take it into the Vortex zone, trying to take it out wide, pulling it up in front. Shot, scores! The Red Raiders find their way into the back of the net, and they bring this back within 4. Whew. And the Red Raiders have a loud crowd for them tonight. Their second team cheering them on, even though they're down. And they finally find the back of the net after taking that 5-0 deficit. Chris Paul hits a huge three to cut this lead down to 42. Back at center ice, Kochuk taking the face off. It's tied up at 1 by the Raiders. Taken back at the blue line, giving up the right wall. Lisi takes that puck out. 19 seconds remaining in this period. Making a couple of nice moves. He'll take it out wide. And here he goes. He's got some room to skate. Look at him fly. Coming in, looking for a room to skate. Putting it out front. Rebound's not there. He picks it right back up. Circling with it down at the blue line. Give it up the wall for Glover. Glover loses it. And that'll bring us to the end of this first period. Lisi with a great opportunity just now to put that puck on net. The rebound opportunity was there, but nobody there to fish it out. At the end of this first period, the score is 5-1, with goals coming from Lisi twice, Liam Lawler, Gavin Deemer, and Andrew Gaduri. The Vortex started off aggressive going into this first period, striking 4 minutes into the game, and just continuing to add on to their tally as the period went on. And the Red Raiders find the back of the net with a minute left in that first period after a penalty assessed to Michael Mariani. But they still sit at a comfortable 4-goal lead. And they look to keep that lead going into the second period with the mindset of keeping shots off their net. And we'll be back with your second period action shortly. Yeah, me and my dad looked around last week. We found this. We were testing it. I'm streaming from Streamlabs right now. We're on YouTube. He controls it. He's down there somewhere, controlling it on his phone. And so he tracks my time.
That is awesome.
I know, it's pretty cool.
Commentating's great, man.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Looks like we're having a bit of a disagreement from Coach Forbes on the Essex side, who is not happy about something, but I wouldn't be happy about this performance either. Here comes the opening face-off draw for the second period. It's tied up, and it's taken by the Red Raiders, given over to the left side. They're taking it out wide. Glover giving some good pressure along the wall, forces a turnover, but it's taken right back. Up along the wall, given up to the blue line. DDD pass over to the left side, shot down low towards the corner. Trying to give it back up to the blue line. Back over DDD pass on the right side. And he'll fire that puck into the corner. Picked up along the left side of the wall. Given out front. Shot opportunity is there. Glove saved by Ellsworth. Raiders start this period off strong with 2 shots coming within the first 30 seconds of this period. Face-off will be taken by Gavin Deemer. 1 back to Glover. Glover loses the puck in the process, gives it to Kavanaugh on the wall, finds Lisi up in the wall, trying to make an effort. Lisi can fly, man, my goodness. Glover picks that puck up behind the wall, makes a nice move, loses his defender. He'll give it up the boards for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh gets it over to Lisi. Lisi playing soccer, and he gets rid of that puck. Nice move, shot, scores! Hat-trick ×2. And Lisi makes this a 6-1 game. Goalie didn't even look like he wanted to put an effort in for that one. That is Lisi's 2nd hat-trick of the tournament, with 1 coming in the last game against La Jeunesse. That's 2 in a row for the man. The OHL draft eligible. Another draft eligible player, Ryan Kochuk, now on the ice, yet to find a way onto the scoreboard. But with how he's been playing, it is imminent. Puck is down below in the Vortex zone behind the net, pinned up against the post. Fighting for it down there is Deemer. Deemer giving some good body contact along the wall, with Mariani helping out down low. And it's picked up by Kochuk. Kochuk looking for some room to skate. Kochuk gets it out to the middle for Lev. Back out to Kochuk. Kochuk's got some room. Looking in. Puts it out front. Lev with a shot opportunity, but a good block by the Red Raiders keeps it out of the net. Nice move made by Deemer. Makes it land loose. Trying to throw it down for Lev. He does get it down. Deemer falls down. Lev picks it back up. Loses it in his feet. Still have possession of it. Where is it? Kochuk finds it. Nice move by Kochuk, but it gets kicked away by a Red Raiders player. Mariani gets a good stick on it, gets it over to Deemer. Deemer dumps the puck into the Red Raiders zone. Racing towards it, doesn't pick up that puck. Nice move. Given up top for Birney. Birney walks it in. No, he doesn't. Gives it over to Mariani. Mariani shot towards the net. Pad saved by the Red Raiders. Mariani has been loving those slap shots from the blue line, and he's been getting pretty close, causing a lot of opportunities to come out for those rebounds in front of the net. The face-off will be to the left side of the Essex goaltender, with Gaduri taking that face-off and Brooks and Lawler on the wing. 1 up to the blue line. Mariani picks it up, makes a nice move. He'll walk it in, makes another nice move, puts it towards the front of the net. Rebound. Brooks almost gets a hold of it. Trying to dish it out front for somebody. They'll give it up to the blue line. Birney picks it up. Trying to throw it towards the net, but it's blocked. Mariani had a chance to keep it in, but he made the better decision. Take it out. Give it over to Birney. DDD pass. They'll give it up to Brooks along the wall. Brooks will fire it towards the corner. Gaduri racing in, trying to get that puck up along the boards. Pin it. And the Red Raiders get that cleared. Glover will be the first of the puck down in the Vortex zone. Lisi picks up that puck, taking his time with it. Nice saucer pass over towards Gaduri. Gaduri skating it up the right wall, taking his time. He'll look to give it out front for Brooks. Brooks with a shot opportunity, still there, trying to tuck it in, but the Red Raiders jump on top of it, and that gets them a whistle. Another player to highlight, Arian Glover, who has been nothing but outstanding out the blue line with amazing defense, and when it's needed, taking it up himself. He's an amazing offensive-minded defenseman, and he can be very defensive when it comes to it. Face-off is tied up, taken by Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to throw it up to the blue line. Kavanaugh gets a good pick on it, taking it down low, out front for Deemer. A stick on it, gets out of the way. Give it up to Glover at the blue line. Glover shot towards the net, almost picks the post, but it comes out. Lisi picks it up. Skating is a lot slower than the others. But Lisi takes his time with it, makes a nice move, gets tripped up, but he still keeps possession of it, loses it. Out in front, shot saved by Ellsworth. Once again, to highlight how Lisi can do all of this without any effort showing. Well, let's not word it like that, but he looks like he can do it without even trying. And you're just excited to see what this guy can do with his future. Taking the puck around, they put it up the top. Red Raiders still possession of the puck. They throw it down the wall. It's taken out. Lev's got it, and coming up is Kochuk to join in the races. A nice move made by Lev coming towards the net, throwing it backhand. What a save by the Essex Red Raiders. It keeps that puck out of the net. On a great opportunity from Lev. What a good stop. Keeps this game back at 6-1. I'm so curious as to this move with Lisi back on defense, who still just keeps scoring. 9 goals in the tournament so far. Glover picks it up. Dumps it back in. Vortex cleared? I don't think Deemer had ended up getting out and finishing that clear, but not going to question it. Lisi trying to pick that puck up. It's taken by Deemer. Deemer loses that puck instantly. Thrown behind the net. Lev racing over. It's thrown up top to the blue line. Deemer trying to keep that puck in, but it'll come out. Lisi knocks the puck down. Lisi looks to turn on the Jets. He's got some room. He finds his space. Here he goes. Coming out front. Puts it out front for Kochuk, but just a little far out wide. Glover throws it back down low. Deemer coming back to play offense. Pinched up along the wall. But the Red Raiders will take it back. Throw it to the center ice. Poked by Lisi. Lisi with an opportunity. Skating it in slow. Taking his time. Oh my, what a move. Throws it out front. Shot. Scores! That AAA connection between Lisi and Kochuk. 7-1. As I was saying earlier, Kochuk's way onto the scoreboard was imminent, and there it is. What a great feed from Lisi on the right side. Finds the lane, gets it over to Kochuk, and an easy tap in. Makes this a 7-1 game. Face-off is tied up. 1, given up to the boards for Brooks. Brooks gets pinned up against the wall. Zagamba giving some good pressure, but the Red Raiders take it out. Gaduri picks it back up, circling with it, gives it to center ice for Zagamba. Zagamba loses it, but Brooks will pick it back up. Brooks skating it himself, gives it to the middle, picked up by Gaduri, taken back by Brooks, and Brooks will backhand it into the corner. Sticking with it. Red Raiders player picks it off, and he's got a little room to skate. Giving up the left wall. Carter Power skating with him, taking time. Makes a nice move. Makes another nice move. Trying to get rid of that puck. Digging at it, and he'll give it over to the boards for Brooks. Brooks trying to get that puck flat. Rolling around on a stick. Taking his time, circling around with it. He'll give it up the boards for Lawler. Body goes flying down there. Looks like the Vortex team liked that. Taken off the boards by Zagamba. Zagamba tries to get it over to Gaduri, but it gets up to Brooks. Pucks that puck up the middle. Power might have a bit of room to skate. He'll take it in on the right side. Dumps it up the boards, racing in hard. Puck is still out front. Lawler trying to dish it out front for somebody. Still with that puck. Lawler circling around. Drops it down low for Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh trying to get it back up to Lawler, but the Red Raiders get that clear. Kavanaugh wasn't happy about that hit. Kavanaugh waiting for himself. Picks up that puck, making a couple nice moves. Trying to get a backhand backdoor over to Deemer. Deemer gets a nice stick lift. He'll take that puck back. A couple of bodies going everywhere right now. Cavi's having his way with a dude. Skating it in. Belarjon makes a couple of nice moves. With this comfortable lead, he's feeling a lot more comfortable making some moves that he can out in his own normal hockey. The pass attempt off the back of the net doesn't go anywhere. Belarjon able to keep that puck in, fires it down to the corner. Picked up by the Raiders. Kavanaugh down there, trying to force a turnover. But the Red Raiders will pick it back up, throw it along the boards. Kept in by Mariani. Shot attempt from Kavanaugh. Deemer. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Bierney throws that puck towards the net. Scooped up by the Red Raiders. What I was trying to say a minute ago was an opportunity for Belarjon, because the pass was supposed to go over towards Deemer, but no lane available. Throws it up to Belarjon. Belarjon trying to put that puck towards the net, but he ends up passing it. Face-off tied up. Won by the Raiders. Kochuk pushes that puck down in the corner. Someone's getting called for something, and what is it going to be? Looks like Kochuk's going to head to the box on a 2-minute head contact penalty. So an accidental head contact will put the Vortex on a 2-minute power play. Kochuk obviously not happy about that one, but the refs have not been playing nice today. The clock is running. They'll have no choice to stop it for now. Won by the Raiders, given up to the blue line. Lev almost gets a piece on it, but a DDD pass up the right side, given back to the blue line. Give it over to the left side. Look for a lane to shoot. Shot. Blocker saved by Ellsworth. Rebound is also saved by Ellsworth. Putting the puck out in front. Shot opportunity. Hit off the stick or skate of Lisi. Give it back up top to the blue line. Circling around with it. They give it back down to the right wall. Giving it across ice to the left side. Taking their time with it. They'll throw it up in the air towards the corner. Picked out of the air. Given back up to the blue line. Taking his time. Gives it down low to the hashes. Back up to the blue line. Still circling with it. He'll take his time. He gives it up to the middle. Back down to the hashes. Back out front to the right side. Giving over to the left side. Good chemistry from this team. But Lisi's got a lane to skate. Coming in all by himself. Makes a couple of nice moves. Almost a nice move. But a good save by the Raiders. And he'll play the puck. What a stop on a Lisi breakaway. Taking that puck in, the Red Raiders taking their time. Still with 50 seconds remaining on this penalty. Lev off to the races. Can he make it to that puck first? Couple of smacks. Almost breaks it up. Lisi can't get a stick on it. The Red Raiders come back into the Vortex territory. Trying to throw it cross ice, but it catches the Lisi stick. Lisi will have some chances to skate with it. Look at him taking his time. He'll give it up the boards for Gaduri. Gaduri will just float it into the zone. With 22 seconds remaining on that Kochuk penalty. Giving up the wall. The Red Raiders get it back over to the left side. Pinned up against the wall. Glover comes in to help and gets the clear. Dump back into the Vortex zone. Into the corner. First one to it is Zagamba. Zagamba almost gets trampled, but he stays on his feet. Puck gets pinched up along the wall. Still out loose. And that Kochuk penalty has expired. Onto the ice right away, Kochuk. Looking to pick it up and get some room to skate. He takes it himself up the middle. Look at him fly. Coming in all by himself. Finds the lane, but he gets his stick knocked away. Another nice move. Throwing it out and behind the hat. But a good save by the Essex goaltender. Stops him again. Kochuk will remain on the ice with Zagamba and actually change that. Line change with a different line coming out this time. It will be Lawler, Deemer, and Brooks. Face-off is tied up with one by Deemer. Given over to the wall for Lawler. Lawler gets thrown up against the boards, nothing called. Puck is out in front, nobody there to pick it up. And the Red Raiders got a 2-on-2 coming the other way. Trying to make a couple nice moves. The puck comes out loose, shot towards the net, hits off a couple bodies. Trying to find a way to throw it towards the net. Deemer throws it up for Lawler. Lawler kicks it with his feet, gives it over to Brooks. Brooks trying to throw it up front for Lawler, but the Red Raiders will get a cover on it. Lawler gets a bit hit pretty hard up in the corner, but he stands tall. Belarjon playing center now on this line with Lev and Deemer. Flying into the air, puck thrown out front, sticked away by Essex. A nice move made there. Gets the puck loose, poked away by Bierney, and it's dumped back into the Vortex zone. Ellsworth comes out to play it behind his net. He'll throw it back up the boards, and he'll actually clear the zone. D-to-D pass up in the Essex zone. Fluffs on the pass and has no choice to throw it up to the center of the ice. Coming in slow, they throw it up to the middle. A nice move made there, broken up by Mariani, who has been nothing but shining on defense today. Trying to throw it up forward for Belarjon, but Essex has a chance to come in on a 2-on-1 with Deemer joining in late. Trying to throw it out front, hits the stick, and Deemer goes nowhere. Deemer picks it up, he'll give it up the boards for Belarjon. Belarjon's got some room to skate. Trying to take it out wide, he'll drop it back for Deemer. But then able to keep it in. Mariani can't get a stick on it, but Zagama's there to pick it up. And in the dying seconds, the Vortex are headed to the semifinals. What a game. Not what you expected coming into this. And the Red Raiders immediately getting off the ice. No handshakes. See you guys. Oh, maybe they will stay. Yeah, you guys heard me. But the Vortex were dominant for the 30 minutes between these two periods. Battering this goaltender with shots. Finding the back of the net on every opportunity they made. And all players were doing the best they could, giving the best they had. And it shows on the scoreboard as they move on to the semifinals. It is unknown what time they'll be playing at, but as soon as it is discovered or figured out, it will be posted to the Vortex Hockey Instagram, so please keep updated on that. It should be soon, I would assume within the next hour, hour and a half. But other than that, I'll end it in like a minute. I have to finish talking. Okay. Goals today came from Lisi with 3, his second hat trick of the day. Lawler had a goal himself. Gaduri had a goal himself. Sorry, I'm trying to remember who scored. Kochuk had a goal as well. And Gavin Deemer. All of these goals contributed to their 7-1 victory against the Essex Red Raiders Team 1. And once again, they will be moving on to the semifinals. So stay tuned on the Instagram for updates on when that game will be. And we'll see you guys whenever that may be.